Madam Herskovich, distinguished guests, Bari Yeriko, bonsoir. I'm honored to address all the attendees of the 40 Days of Musadak, Testament of the Resistance at the Heart of the Armenian Genocide exhibition opening ceremony. This exhibition definitely occupies a unique place amongst the numerous events dedicated to the Centennial of the Armenian Genocide held throughout the year in the various countries of the world. They help to reaffirm that the main aim of the genocide perpetrators failed, for the Armenian people were not annihilated. On the contrary, they were strong enough to overcome the ruthless hardships of the genocide and were even able to revive, become even more united and strong. As Minister of Foreign Affairs of Armenia, Edward Nalbandian stated yesterday, the events organized ahead of the commemoration and during this year, as well as the future events, are only the visible part of the work. Each event is a result of complex efforts. Armenian diplomacy has taken and continues to take relevant steps towards the international recognition of the Armenian genocide, as well as raising international public awareness about it. On March 27, 2015, in Geneva, the UN Human Rights Council adopted by consensus the Genocide Prevention Resolution initiated by Armenia. More than 70 states joined Armenia and co-authored the resolution. This was not Armenia's first initiative. We initiated such resolutions also in 2013 and even before, which is a reflection of Armenia's consistency in its genocide prevention efforts. The resolution considers the attempts to deny or justify the crime of genocide as a serious obstacle for the prevention of genocide. By the resolution, the Human Rights Council recommended the UN General Assembly to proclaim December 9, the day when the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide was adopted, as the International Day of Commemoration and Dignity of the Victims of the Crime of Genocide and of the Prevention of this crime. The UN General Assembly confirmed it by adopting the resolution initiated by my country. Yesterday, the first annual observance of the day took place at the Trusteeship Council chamber of the United Nations headquarters. The heroic Battle of Musadak is one of the most painful yet the most heroic pages of the Armenian history. The Armenian people carry the gene of our compatriots of Musadak. We remember them, our heroes, and worship them. This year, on November 14, to mark the 125th birthday of Franz Werfel, the author of the epopee, The 40 Days of Musadak, and as a token of gratitude and esteem, the busts of Franz Werfel, an Austrian Jewish writer who glorified the rebellious sons of Musadak all over the world, and of French Admiral Louis d'Artiche de Ferney, who rescued more than 4,000 Musadak inhabitants, have been erected on the grounds of Musadak Memorial Complex in Armenia. Unfortunately, we Armenians are not the only ones who carry that terrible stigma on our cycle. As President of the Republic of Armenia, Sir Sargsyan, mentioned in his statement on January 27 on the International Holocaust Remembrance Day, the genocide committed against the Jews during the World War II was truly one of the cruelest and most tragic pages in the human history. Paying tribute to the victims of Holocaust and the condemnation of that crime is relevant, as long as various expressions of hatred and intolerance based on national or racial and religious background continue to reappear, and as long as the threat of recurrence of such crimes against humanity has not dissipated. It is an unequivocal truth that consigning victims of genocide to oblivion and denial, particularly on the state level, is a stage of that same crime. There is a double crime committed both against the innocent victims and the current and future times. Perhaps it might have been possible to prevent the crimes committed under the veil of World War II had the crimes against humanity committed during the World War I earned unequivocal international condemnation and had those responsible for them been duly punished. The Embassy of the Republic of Armenia and the Armenian Genocide Centennial Committee of Canada have initiated the preparations for the commemoration of the Centennial almost 3 years ago. What was supposed to be a very sad and tragic matter has become a very rewarding experience in terms of our cooperation with different ethnic, human rights, and advocacy groups here in Canada. We particularly appreciate our partnership with the Montreal Holocaust Memorial Centre. We're also grateful to Canadian Parliament, which only in this year, in 2015, adopted 2 resolutions on Armenian genocide in the House and in the Senate. Just over the course of this year, we have achieved incredible results on the internationalization of the issue of Armenian genocide, in terms of protection of human rights, and we're coming out towards the end of this year victoriously celebrating the life. Thank you very much.